Hey yo, what's up guys? Yodax here. Today's vibes, I'll be walking you through how to create a AWS Windows server, right? And as you can see, I'm on my console, my dashboard, and currently on the North Virginia region, but I'd love to switch to like now not California. So let me just switch to the California region, and once that's done, we are going to go straight to EC2. On the EC2 dashboard right here, we need to create a new instance, right? We need to run a new instance there. So we're going to go on launch, right? To launch a new instance, and you always have to make sure that you select the region that you want to be in. It's got Asia there, it's got Canada, it's got Europe, so I chose so now let's name our Windows. Let's call it like Windows Server. Yeah. And now we are going to go ahead and then choose this Windows, right? Or best thing, we can just choose type in and search for Windows, and there will be categories of it, and you can choose from there. Windows 2022, 2019 core, 2016, but I'm going to go with the 2022, right? So select that, and once you select that, you have to create a private key, right? You'll be using this to access your password once you create your Windows, right? So let's give it a name. Give it Windows server, right? Let's leave it like this. We leave it on a PAM file, and then we create it. So it's going to download for us right here. It's downloaded. So the next thing we're going to do is that these are ports, right, that we can connect to using our, so you can just put them in, allow access. Now you can change the size of your server, right, your Windows server. So now I don't want to change anything right now, right? So you can see that right now you'll be able to get 32 gigabytes, and then T micro, that's the RAM size, right? This should be around like 1 gigabyte, but we're going to change it, right? So we'll go ahead and then we launch our instance. Boom. So let's wait for it to launch. Okay. Okay, so we're going to give it a couple of minutes to set itself up. It's going to be on an instant state, and it's going to make sure that checks, have a double check once it's done. So let's wait for this to get done with. Okay, here we are, and it's running. As you can see, it took about 2 minutes for it to get started up. So we will first click here, right? So we will use this IP. This is the public IP for the RDP, right? So what do we need to do now? We need to be able to access our password, right? So how do we access the password? You can hit security, right? But first, let's go back to instance, and we click make sure we right click on it, and we're going to go on security, right? Then get Windows password. Click on that, and we'll make sure that we are going to upload the file that got downloaded, right? We gave it the name Windows SR, so let's go ahead and upload that PAM file. So alright, we upload this file. It gets to decrypt what it needs to, and then we decrypt it, and this is what we have. Copy this, make sure we're going to copy this, and then we get a note file, notepad, we paste it, everything in there. So user, admin, pass, let's copy the password down. Let's re-upload this. That's why we need a PAM file all the time, to be able to access this. Okay, so we copy the password, and okay, we paste that in there as well. Okay, so good. Now we need to be able to grab the IP. So for the IP, we will have to use the public IP, IPv4, you get me, to log in. So let's copy this, and then let's put the IP up there, you get me, IP, save this. And now what we're going to do next is to connect to the new Windows server that AWS has created for us. So let's get this straight. Let me close this. Let me close this one. I have one running already, and we go to RDP, right? And we're going to copy this IP address, stay in there, and then you copy the password. So let's put this, let's type this in there. No, let's just copy this and put it in there. No time to waste. No. Remember it, and then we log into it. Okay, great. We are in the new Windows server, right? As you can see, provided by AWS. But what you're going to notice is, first time when you create it, you're going to be provided with a 1 GB RAM stick, which is not going to make your Windows server run fast. It's going to be kind of slow. So what we're going to do next is to make sure we increase those sizes. We can increase it to like 4, 8, 16, even 32 if we want to. That's what we're going to do next. So right now we're in a new remote server, Windows server. Okay, so this is what we're going to do next. Okay, as you can see, it's running slow, you get me. So what we'll do next is to close this. Yeah, we're going to close it. And now what we're going to do is go back to instances, and we're going to turn off instance, right? We are going to stop the instance, right? And once we stop the instance, let's go here. Let's type AWS instance type, right? So as you can see, right, currently we are running on a T2 micro, right? And you can see the T2, T3A, T3, and all of that. So then let's scroll down, and now we're running on what? T2 micro. That's one CPU, 6 CPU credits, and the memory is about just 1 gigabyte, which is very low. So you can either choose this, or this. You feel me? So I'll go for T2 large, because I don't really need that much. So let's go for T2 large. So what we're going to do next is click here and then go to instances, and then change instance type. Okay, so T2. Right. T2. So we need to look for that. T2 large. So you go for that. Alright, let's apply. Okay, great. So now you're going to launch or start the instance again. And once we start the instance, right, what happens is we get a new IP. They provide us with a new IP. So we will have to log in with that IP, not the previous IP that we used, right? Okay, so we got this. So let's get this RDP again up, and then boom. Let's go to notes. See? Okay, we copy the administrator. We link it. Okay, so let's wait for it to start up, because it still needs to check the stats. Yeah, it's still initializing, so let's wait for it to initialize. Alright guys, so next thing we need to do is we can increase. So I want to increase this, so let me show you how to get that done. Right, we increase the hard disk, the size. We can increase it to like 500, 200, 100, any size you like. So I'm going to modify this, and I'll make sure I leave it like 300. Right, then I modify it. Okay, so now it's changed, right? So let's log back into the RDP again, because okay, so let's log back in, and the password, copy the password, make sure you enter. I'm not going to remember this, so let's just log in. And the next step is you know, we made a change to this, right? So what we need to do next is to make sure that now good. So as you can see, we need to partition the hard drive size that we assign to this window. So this is what we do. We go to partition, create partition, right? And the next thing we need to do is, as you can see, we have like 270, unallocated. So go here and then extend volume. And next, boom. So now we've got memory assigned to it, 300 gigabytes, and you can go ahead and start using your AWS Windows Server, and that's how you get Windows AWS Server set up for yourself. You can fix this. Yeah, so that's it, my people. That's it. Make sure you like and subscribe. All love.